Dabov still all alone. Oh no. Slimy mantle of black. Attack, attack. Dabov has an idea. No fear. He can take his hat off. He can take his hat off. He can take his hat off. With Dabov freed from slippery veil, things are looking better. Although for some reason I have a craving croutons or bruschetta. No snacks during, eat them prior. Uncivilized barbarian in Dyson desire.
Greg, can you roll me a perception on your turn?
Oh, I would love nothing more than to roll you a perception. Let me tell you. As such, I will roll you it.
Thank you.
That is a 15.
A 15.
You know what? I am going to use my bend luck ability, which basically lets me use 2 of my sorcery points to add a D4 to that.
Okay.
Oh.
So as such, I will do that and
So
add an extra 2 onto it.
19. Okay. As you are looking at the door and seeing Quinch attacking it, something that you didn't notice first time around, you notice in the door itself, quite hard to see really, and it's not necessarily in the best writing, but there's plenty of what seem to be words. None of it particularly makes any sense. It all seems to be in sort of like goblinoid, which I don't know if you speak that, do you?
Is it written? It is written, isn't it?
It is.
Because I don't, unless I use one of my spell slots to comprehend language.
Okay.
And then I could do it. So if you want to leave it till my next go, and then I can read it, maybe.
Okay. Yeah, but then, well, what I would say is a lot of it is in Goblin, but then you just see one word in common, and the word is forever.
Oh.
Oh, it's a love letter. Beautiful.
That's the end of your turn. Yep.
Yep. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I can do. So, yep, that is the end of my go.
Okie dokie. So, with that said, we are back with the squid. Obviously, you can't see anything, Dabov, but you just suddenly hear like this noise.
Oh.
Dweezil now, really?
And then you just suddenly feel a very familiar feeling of leathery tentacles latching onto you.
Oh, God.
For 20, which hits. So as it attacks, it's sort of like you feel it on your leg this time. And it sort of like goes to grasp. And you take 4 bludgeoning damage as it sort of like grabs onto your calf. That's the end of its turn, and we are now with you.
Cool. So it's on my leg, yeah?
Uh-huh.
Cool. I'm going to take a swipe at it with my rapier.
Okay. You can't see, but the fact that it's on you, I would allow you. Yeah, I was going to say about disadvantage, but you can sort of like guess.
I'm
where
well aware of where my leg is.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. So just a straight roll, yeah?
Critical Missy chops his own leg off, though, yeah?
Yeah, I think it's going to have to be, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
He kills Vin Weasel.
Ah, he's not even on my leg.
No, but you just do.
I've rolled 15
15 hits.
for 7.
7. Okie dokie. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so that happens.
I don't really think I can do much else, can I?
That's no. You probably you could probably move, but only at half speed because it's attached to you. But I'm not sure where you'd want to move to. I mean, you could try and get out, but it's not really getting you away from it. So
I'm going to move slightly more back towards the entrance. If I can hear Dweezil shouting, I'm just going to move a couple of feet so I'm at least near it. But yeah, not much movement.
Cool. Krill.
See, Quinch
I've got a mouthful of brush
I see Quinch pounding on a door. I want some of that action.
What's that knocking at the door?
Can't Krill read Goblin?
Yeah, common, giant, orc, and goblin.
Okay.
I approach the door.
Okay, so you actually go to swing at it because you want some of that action, but as you're going to attack it, you suddenly go, "Oh, words!"
In very Krill fashion.
As you're reading the words, you see essentially script. Again, it's not in the best. It's not the best translation. It's almost like someone's tried to write in Goblin that doesn't necessarily speak Goblin as a natural
I'm
language.
Completely critiquing their grammar.
But let's not forget, you did early doors. You did say that when you speak Goblin, Krill speaks it in the most
absolutely
high
eloquently. Speaks Goblin.
But we're not speaking Goblin, so it doesn't matter. On the door is essentially words to the effect that say, all enter, speak, and then you see the word common forever. There's more to it than that, but that is, essentially is towards the end of it. That's the main thing. The rest of it is fairly gibberish. You don't really understand what's there, but essentially the last sentence just says, all enter, speak forever. All enter, speak in Goblin, and then forever in Common.
Okay. Krill chooses to read this aloud. It doesn't know how to read in his head. So he says it aloud. He says in Goblin, all enter, speak, and then in Common he says forever.
Nothing happens.
And then in Goblin he says to himself, because he talks to himself, he says, I'm not sure why the word forever, he says in Goblin this time, is written.
Are you saying this out loud?
Yeah.
As you say the word Dugaga, which is the Goblin word forever.
Wow.
Suddenly you hear this crunching and grinding as stone starts to move in front of you. Away from what was this panel, for want of a better word, of stone starts just shifting very slowly. You start seeing like this scrambling rock just falling from the top of the doorway. You start seeing like dust and everything, and you suddenly get sort of a fairly musty smell coming from inside. As the door finally opens, can you milliseconds? You get milliseconds of a look inside. Before, can you please roll me a charisma saving throw?
Can I use my inspiration that I've probably carried for 90% of the podcast at this point?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Didn't need it. Natural 20 on the first one.
Right, lovely.
You only need to declare it after the first roll anyway, don't you? Just before the result.
Correct.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's up to you
Too
if you
late.
want to count me as having used that.
He said he used it, so it's fine. It's gone.
Back to my bullshit. No, Jake. I'm not joking.
You hear like, so yeah, as the door opens and a bit of light sort of like comes in from the beyond the room beyond, you just sort of see this flash of light flick out from somebody in front of you. You hear a couple of words, and you sort of manage to. No, you don't. Well, you do, but they don't particularly mean anything to you. They're just spellcaster words, and this spell essentially, like, you manage to, I don't know how you can actively succeed a charisma save, but you suddenly just draw your will into yourself, and you save yourself from being banished to another dimension. From there, we're going to keep you in combat order for the time being. I'm not going to reveal what you see just yet. Dweezil.
Right, so because I'm currently casting Detect Magic, I've sensed the magical trace that I recognise as being Dabov moving around, but I've also sensed the other magical trace that I feel the magical darkness is coming from moving around too.
Yeah.
Dweezil is going to put 2 and 2 together and assume that is some kind of creature that is attacking Dabov, and I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers on it because it's a creature of my choice within range that can hear me.
Okay.
I don't have to be able to see it, so I think because I know it's there, I'm going to send out this blast of psychic energy and cast Dissonant Whispers, and because it's Dabov, I'm going to use my final 3rd level spell slot. So can it please make a wisdom saving throw?
A wisdom save throw. Okay, yes. Let's do that then for you. Just check out some got anything. Yeah, that's failed. So that's 6.
So it's going to take 5d6. Now I rolled. So that's 9, and I won't roll that one again. And another 8. That's 17 psychic damage, and it now must run away from me. So hopefully it's going to get off him.
It does get off him because it flops and sags to the ground, and in that moment, you suddenly see into the cave. Dabov suddenly sees all this stone in front of him. The entire area that had been completely shut off from all of your sight is now back to normality. Oh, big old rabbity. It's you can see them.
Nice. Is that the end of combat, presumably?
We're going to keep you in combat order just for the time being.
Right. I will just shout to Dabov to ask him if he's okay.
Dabov, sort of picking up his hat, yells back, "I am now."
I can presumably see this floppy creature lying on the floor dead next to Dabov.
Yeah, so you can see this small, strictly speaking, a small creature.
Yeah.
And it just looks like, essentially like this really evil, angry squid type thing. It's probably realistically, it's probably about a third the size of Dabov. So, like, size-wise, it's quite, for him in particular, it's quite, quite large. Ugly, horrible-looking thing.
Yeah,
Well,
because
Dabov.
brilliant. Because Dissonant Whispers isn't a concentration spell, that means that Detect Magic is still pinging out, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Can I see now? You said there was another faint source of magic somewhere in the room. Can I see where that's coming from?
It's coming from here.
The chest.
The chest, yeah.
I'll shout that to Dabov that the chest is pinging out magical vibes.
Cool.
Quinch. So you don't see much. So I'm just gonna what is your? I never remember torches. They 20 foot.
I think they're 20. Yeah.
As the door opens, you can essentially see into this cave, this extra part of the cave, another room, and you see sort of laying on the floor, quite not looking in the best of conditions, a hobgoblin, a hooded hobgoblin, on the floor.
Big deco, big deco the nonce.
So I'm going to call out, "We are friendly, potentially."
Nice. Right, is that? I don't think you understand how combat works. You can't really just have conversations mid-combat or mid initiative.
Haven't I got 6 seconds?
Right, okay. I've realised that I forgot to throw him on the initiative order. Theoretically, he would have been before you. But, yeah, because he took his surprise round against Krill, he's going to have his turn now. And you saying that, he is actually just going to throw out... what's he going to throw out at you?
You should have just told him that we're just normal men, Krill. Quinch.
We're just innocent men. He's going to do... okie dokie. Can you do a wisdom saving throw, please?
Yes, I can certainly roll for one. 5.
5. You feel like this force just holds you in place, and you are now paralyzed for. Yeah, you're just paralyzed. You're just paralyzed.
Does it paralyze my lips and voice box?
Sadly, not.
I think it's just your body.
Assuming it's whole person.
Yeah.
I can't move.
No one cares.
Paralyzed. A paralyzed creature is incapacitated, which I'll look at in a second. So you can't take actions or reactions, okay? And can't move or speak.
Oh.
The creature automatically fails strength and dexterity saving throws. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage. And any attack that hits the creature is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature. Everyone hit him. You've got critical on him.
Okay, so obviously I didn't say that. However, I am emanating a vibe that I am paralyzed.
I'm definitely giving off mad
inactivity essence.
Okay. Wow. So you've been poisoned and paralyzed this session. Love it. And he's then gonna sort of just start crawling towards the door. Yeah. That's what I'll say. Greg, your turn.
I mean, do I want to get involved here?
Just everyone runs off and leaves Quinch paralysed.
This is literally what he's saying in his turn. Do I want to get involved?
Yeah, you know what? Let's go big boy. Let's go big boy on this.
Oh God, here we go.
I am going to use the rest of my sorcery points to regain a 3rd level spell slot.
Fireball.
And you know a fireball's happening, so that's actually what's going on. So I am going to fireball the motherfucker.
Okay.
Interesting.
Remind me, fireball.
Yes.
Talk to me.
Yeah, talk to me about fireball.
A bright streak flashes from my fingers when I point at a creature within range. Each creature within a 20-foot radius sphere of the center point must make a dexterity saving throw. Target takes 8d6 damage, half on a successful. Anything flammable in the area also goes on fire.
Okay, it's worth noting he's only first of all he's only 10 foot away from you, Krill and Quinch. So if you
that's fine, I can shoot behind him. That's fine.
Right, okay.
There's
Where
a
are you
degree of
shooting
cover.
Show me where you're hitting.
Right at the back wall, I would say.
So back.
To be fair, it is also worth noting that the creature did move during Mike's turn.
He just did that. Nate just
that was
moved
me.
it.
That was me moving when he moved a minute ago.
Yes, that's fine. If I just aim it at the back wall, like
Okay.
here, I guess it would be
Like
line
a
of
cool
sight.
superhero movie explosion.
Will
And
it
we're walking away
ink-
from it.
Yeah, it engulfed the whole room that he's in. As far as I can see that's the whole room anyway.
Okay.
Would Greg be able to see more, to be fair?
No, because I've only got a torch, so 20
Okay.
feet.
You are at a different angle, though.
Okay.
So
Go for it.
yeah, I'm gonna
Right,
do
what do I
that.
need to do?
You need
Dexy
to
save him.
Yeah, dex save.
Dex save. Okay.
Dexy's Midnight Savers.
Dexy Midnight Savers. So that's his dexterity. So that's 16. And I'll just do a second roll for no reason whatsoever. And what's the DC?
It might or might not be 15. And by that I mean it's 15.
Just give me 1 second.
This is interesting.
It's actually quite interesting.
Nate is reacting in very interesting ways.
Okay.
This specific turn.
Very
Okay then.
interesting.
So Dekvar fails his saving throw.
Dekvar?
Dexvar, more like.
Yeah. So what happens now? What's the damage?
Well, damage is
takes-
8d6, which in this case is a lot of dice being rolled and gives you 28.
28.
Not that great, to be honest. I mean, there's a lot of 2s and 1s in there.
Oh, horrible. So you smash.
Oh,
this,
one of the kids is in
smash. You smash this fireball
Oh,
against
God.
the back wall,
there. Oh, Gregamel.
and what you see is this fire.
Oh, you've killed the missing kids.
That's fine.
The fire
You've
just
killed
hits
enough
the
kids
back
out of me
wall.
all way. It's fine.
It comes rushing back. It hits Dekvar in the back, and he dies.
Nice.
That's the end of that. That's all I want to say right now.
Oh,
that-
Nathan.
Listen. Anything that may or may not have just happened is not, I repeat, not my fault.
Well, it is. You were the
No,
person that
no.
put the kid.
Oh no! Wait. Right. First and foremost,
You put the
don't know
kids
what-
in the line of
Listen.
danger.
Listen. First and foremost, you don't know what's happened yet, right? Secondly, if something has happened, I mean, who's throwing a fireball into a room when you can only see 5 foot of it?
With
I mean, probably some old stupid man, really, isn't it?
Listen. Let's just see what happens. Right.
I'm still alive, but I'm very badly burned.
Oh, fucking hell. Right. Greg, do you want to do anything else?
Yeah, I'll move into the room, please, Nate.
see what you've done.
Yeah.
Inspect the damage, yeah.
I've seen that it's killed Dekvar, and I'm looking very pleased with myself. Like, yeah.
Where are you going?
I'm gonna go behind Dekvar here, so I'm kind of middle of the room.
And you've got a torch, right, so you can see 20 feet.
Yeah.
And Dan Dekvar's on fire, so he must be illuminating some of the room.
So as you step into the room, you see a few things.
Oh, come on.
You see a few things. You see the corpse of Dekvar. You see what appears to be like a stone plinth, quite worn, but not like man-made or anything like that. But sort of like the best thing, a table of sorts. You see a fairly charred piece of wood sticking out of it, quite short, but a bit of wood sticking out of it. And then down in the bottom half of the room, you see 2 children. One of them is alive. The other one is not alive.
Is the dead one the one that I saw was stabbed in my dream?
No, because that's the one outside. You met that one.
Oh, yes, it is. Yes, yeah. You are
The
right.
one. Okay, so for full disclosure, you see a young human girl,
Okay, yeah.
and a dead dwarf boy.
So which one's
Oh,
dead?
that's fine then.
Hmm?
So it's fine then.
Why is it fine?
Sorry, I was just being.
Weird. As you come in and you see all that, the girl sort of lets out like a. You can see like as well the both of them are tied up, and they both have like a gag around their mouth. And as the girl sees you, she sort of like lets out like a like sob and a cry because you've come to save them, sort of. Those are both dead. So Dabov, we're back with you.
Jesus, let's go back to the room where no one's indiscriminately killing missing children.
Is the chest open?
No, you didn't get it fully open. So as you sort of like step back from it, or whatever, it sort of thudded back down. So
I don't know whether to try and open it.
Mage hand it.
Good shout, actually. Yeah, I'll use my action to mage hand it.
You mage hand open the top of the chest, and it lifts. What are you doing? You fully flipping it, or you sort of slowly lifting it?
Yeah, I'm going to sort of press myself a bit as far back away from it as I can get from it.
Okay.
And then just fling it open with the mage hand.
You do that. You literally just like essentially rip the band-aid off in terms of treasure chest opening, and it just flies open and nothing happens.
Can I, having done that, I'm guessing I probably can't investigate it, but I'm at least going to go walk over and just see.
What I'm going to say is after this is your turn, and then after this we're going to come out of combat.
Yeah, might as well. We've killed. Well, not going to give Krill and Quench a chance to kill.
They can, but they don't have to do it in order. They can do it at the same time if they wish to. Right, so you looking in the chest? What are you doing?
Krill, throw their body at my Stilner.
Are you still paralysed, then? Or is it a concentration spell?
Good point, actually. Yeah, that drops away. Sorry, yeah, we'll come back to that. Cool. Yeah, Dabov. So, what are you doing? Are you looking in the chest, or?
Yeah, I'll have a sort of cautious peer in, see what I see inside the chest.
Okay. Okay, we'll drop the initiative now. So Dabov, you look in and you see just a jumbled mix of items. Would you like to go through them?
Yeah, go on then. I'll have a rummage through, just as if I'm looting it.
Okay, you're looking through. Dweezil, I'm not sure if you want to join him or anything like that, but anyway, as Dabov's looking through the items, you find obviously mainly there's a lot of like ragged clothing. There's like a lot of sort of just cloth and clothes and things like that. You find a small glass jar containing a small, seemingly dead creature. You find a shimmering piece of crystal. Doesn't seem particularly worth anything. It just is like a healing crystal type crystal rather than like a gem or anything like that. You find a pendant with the initials JD engraved on it.
Oh,
cool.
You find a blank book. You find 43 copper pieces. You find a club.
What flavour?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
You find 3 daggers, one of which is broken.
What flower?
Jesus Christ! I've already got 3 daggers. Now I've got 6.
Well, you got 5.5.
Got 5.5. Yeah.
A sling and a few sharp rocks. A couple of bedrolls.
What's a bedroll?
Like a Swiss
like a
roll,
ground mat, isn't it?
I think they call them bed batches up in the north. A bell.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, are you being serious?
Am I stupid? What is that?
A bedroll. It's like a sleeping mat.
This is a bit. Don't let him do you. It's a bit.
A sleeping bag?
Yeah, sort of.
Oh, okay. I've never heard of it. Sorry.
I mean, okay. A bell. Yeah, did you get that one?
Yep, got a bell.
A small mirror and 20 caltrops.
Sorry, is there any items in this chest that I know what they are? What on earth is a cow drop? Why you guys are just making up fucking items? Oh, is there a fucking penny chigwig in there and a fucking Lambo? Fucking chogwog or whatever
is there
you
a
said.
Lambo in there?
Sorry, no. Okay.
Caltrop.
Caltrop.
Caltrops, Michael.
They're just like little spikes, aren't they, that you drop to...
D4s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Little metal D4s.
Okay. So you find all that.
Does Dabov what's pinging off the magic then?
You would be picking it up off the crystal.
Nice.
You said it was a healing crystal, though, so it can't be that.
Magic making it. Certainly not science.
Oh, lovely stuff.
Lovely stuff.
Belief banter.
Cool.
Take
I'll
hippies.
ask Dweezil if he wants anything specifically from there. Otherwise, I'll just grab it.
Just grab everything, Dabov. Let's get it all out of there, and then go and see what I imagine they've just been standing around, not getting up to any trouble whatsoever.
Yeah, let's go be heroes. Yeah, let's carry on this heroic, noble quest to save these children. God, I hope they're all right.
Thank you so much for listening to Dice and Desire. If you were...
Hello.
Quinch, what are you doing here?
I thought I'd help out with the promo.
No, Quint, no, come on. You're just going to talk about random place names that don't exist.
No, I wasn't. I was going to talk to you about my adventures in Valaquanth, the very best that the Tendering Meadows has to offer.
God, if you have to be here, at least read this out.
Okay, what have we got here? Leave us a review on Apple or Podchaser.
Oh, yeah, it was fine. It's pronounced Apple, but that was fine. Now read this bit.
You can also follow us on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram. Just search Dice and Desire.
I'm actually very surprised that was all pronounced correctly. Thanks, Quinch. Thank you guys for listening. Do exactly as Quinch said and help us out in those various ways. And we look forward to sharing another episode with you very soon.
It's a dark and stormy night, and you approach the bar. As the woman turns, she says, "Who are you, adventurers?"
My name's Margaret Battlehammer. Did you want to know more about me than that? I'm a dwarf. Can you tell by my height?
That's right, and I'm Jump Thunderman, everyone. Lead and rhythm lootist of the Justice Loving Friends.
I play drums.
And I'm the lead and rhythm lootist of the Justice Loving Friends.
Yeah, you said that already.
What?
It is my honour to be the near soul vocalist of the Justice Loving Friends. I am a grung, fled from my people due to their slaving nature. But my name is Black.
A beautiful story, Black.
And I'm Morik, the Forest Father. I play the pan flute.
Yep.
I'm tall and greeny
Morik just looking down at himself like, I guess I'm quite furry.
The woman looks at you, fully perplexed, and says, "That's great. I only needed your names for the coffee order."
Oh, just put it down under Quest Fantastic.
A D&D actual play podcast.
What a hot mess.